So today's date is March 16th. India May time है 8:19 a.m. I'll start with some news. Aam Aadmi Party government in Delhi makes all efforts to make in Punjab. Aam Aadmi Party government in Punjab makes all out efforts to make Mandi Board a profitable institute. Harchand Singh Barsat, 12,000 trees will be planted on the empty land adjacent to the mandis. Guest houses will be renovated. Mandi Board chairman has said that. Delhi government has created a new government school in Daryapur Kalan village. Next, Aam Aadmi Party government of Delhi extends old excise policy for another 6 years. Also, the government asked the officials to draft a new excise policy. AAP to knock at people's doors to chalk manifesto in Karnataka. Cabinet Minister Chetan Singh Jormaja starts tours across the state to make Punjab #1 in horticulture, visits flower exhibition at village Niyamatpura in Malerkotla. State government encouraging horticulture and food processing sectors to make horticulture a profitable venture. Jormaja. 8 months of decisive war against drugs in Punjab police arrest 1628 big fish among 11,360 smugglers. 760.28 kg heroin recovered. Recovered. Police teams recovered 10.36 crore drug money, 464 kg opium, 586 kg ganja, 270 quintals of poppy husk, 53.73 lakh tablets, capsules, injections, vials since July 5th. Punjab police registered 8,458 FIRs under NDPC Act since special drive started on directions of CM Bhagwant Mann. Drive to arrest POs absconders in NDPC Act cases witnesses significant surge in as toll reaches 749. 234 drug smugglers, supplies held with 7.6 heroin, 13.87 kg ganja, 10.30 kg opium, and 1.47 lakh drug money in a week. PPCB fulfills commitment to clean up Gaghar bridge dump point. Punjab government committed to ensure pollution-free environment. Heat Mayor ने बोला है ये. Punjab Vigilance Bureau during its anti-corruption campaign has arrested a revenue patwari. Praveen Kumar posted at revenue Halka Pakwa city, Kapurthala district for demanding a bribe of 15,000 rupees. Indian Railways is planning to reduce its import dependence on Russia, China and European countries for forging wheels for its trains and locomotives. During the hearing, the Council for Directorate General of Civil Aviation said it will be placing on record the constitution of a committee within 1 week on, and Mishra can file for appeal there. This is regarding the unfortunate incidents that are happening in airlines where people are peeing on some other people. India's weather department has warned key growing states in central and northern and western regions could receive more rain and hailstorms in the next 10 days. 3 companies, including State-run Steel Authority of India, have submitted bids to Indian Railways to set up manufacturing facility that will supply 80,000 wheels of various types per annum for the next 20 years to the national transporter. So, states give capital expenditure targets tied to interest-free loans. If target means part of the loans to be deducted in 2024-2025, for the first time the center has tied part of the 1.3 trillion capital expenditure support to states with their capex targets. These capex targets for the approaching financial year 2023-2024 has been set up by the central itself. Targets have been arrived at based on states capex in 2021-2022 and assuming a normative government rate of 10% for 2020-2023. The center said in its guidelines to states. Credit Suisse implodes into full-blown crisis as stocks, bonds crater. Campa Cola challenge. Coke Blink's first cuts 200 ml bottle prices by ₹5. Companies must have audit trail of transactions for the next financial year. Okay, so only 3% PMLA cases have been against the politicians, it seems, and also ED abhi political comment zariye, it is saying that 96% conviction rate in PMLA cases whose trials have been completed. 96% of the cases in PMLA cases whose trials have been completed. ऐसा ED बोल रही है. Very interesting चीज ये है कि according to the latest data given by ED, Of the 28 cases as of January 2023, with completed trials, 24 resulted in conviction, leading to the sentencing of 45. Trials are in process in other 1,142 cases, with the ED having filed charge sheets. So 1,142 cases abhi bhi progress mein hai, and they are saying 96% conviction rate in which trial has been completed. As for the low numbers in which trials could be completed, sources in the agency said that it is for reasons not of their making. They don't have any issue with that one, it seems. They point out that PMLA is a relatively new law that came into effect into being only in 2005. More importantly, most of its accused are resourceful and enlist good lawyers to use various legal stratagems to frustrate the prosecution attempt. This is what ED is saying. Sources said that of the 5,906 cases registered by ED since 2005, when UPA was in power, 3% have been registered against serving or former lawmakers. ED has filed 1,142 complaints, thus meeting the threshold where the court allows for day-to-day trial of accused, but that has not happened as the accused have moved higher courts, it seems. For instance, a politician moved Delhi High Court to successfully thwart prosecution's attempt to expedite the trial, despite the special PMLA court taking cognizance of multiple charges against him. And also, ED is saying that it recovered more than 20,000 crores by selling confiscated assets and returning the money due to the banks. Majority of the recoveries have been made from the sale of assets belonging to fugitive economic offenders Vijay Mallya, Nirav Modi, and Mehul Choksey. Around 80 to 62% employees intend to hire women in STEM roles, it seems, India may. The study is based on a survey of 250 employers and 500 employees of organizations from 12 sectors conducted by digital talent company NLB Services and NTT Data. Around the bridging skills gaps towards an equal workplace study conducted by NLB Services said that there is a massive gender disparity, with around 57% of the women saying that they face a prominent pay gap in their organizations. 57% lack of pay parity, 44% inflexible work schedules, 36% inadequate childcare benefits, 75% of the firms to prepare women for leadership positions, to 38% to raise women's proportion in workforce by 11 to 20%. Central Bank publication names Shaktikanta Das as the Governor of the Year. I don't know why. India is now going to allow the entry of foreign lawyers and law firms in India. Bar Council of India has allowed the entry of foreign lawyers and law firms into India. Decision by the India's legal practices regulator will allow foreign law firms to establish their offices in India to advise clients on transaction and corporate work such as joint ventures, mergers and acquisitions, intellectual property matters, drafting of contracts and other related topics. Government likely to reply on LAC patrolling points next week. It is likely to give a written reply in the Lok Sabha next Tuesday on patrolling points in Ladakh. Minister of State for Home Nityanand Rai, who holds charge of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh division at MHA, will respond to the questions raised by the MP. The questions have been provisionally admitted. The reply is likely to be drafted by the JLK division, rechristened in 2019 after the reading down of Article 370, and the state was bifurcated into UTs. uh, Permanent representative to United Nations of India, Ruchira Kamboj, is saying that India is the best country for the woman to be born. It is the best country to be woman in India. It is the best time to be woman in India today, emphasizing that the government is empowering all the women to fulfill their responsibilities in our country, was fully empowering women in all levels, it seems. The permanent mission of India to the United Nations in partnership with UN Women in India organized a high-level panel discussion this week on leveraging public-private commitment for women's greater access to technology and education at the United Nations headquarters on the margin of ongoing 67th session of Commission on Status of India. On her remarks, Kamboj stressed that India, under the leadership of the present government, is working very hard to make sure all women in India are empowered in all areas. And there is a huge amount of sustainable development that is happening in India. I don't know from where she is getting this data. BJP has unveiled मुझे चलते जाना है, मुझे चलते जाना है BJP is unveiling a video of Narendra Modi's marching ahead towards $5 trillion. The Prime Minister is shown doing tightrope walk over a deep valley, carrying a huge syringe of indigenously development vaccine during the COVID pandemic. US President Joe Biden, his predecessor Barack Obama, and former British President also make cameo appearance in the short video, which was shared by several union ministers. इसमें इस वीडियो में अपोजिशन ने क्या क्या उनके बारे में बोला है वो बता रहे. दे आर टॉकिंग अबाउट उनको नीच बुलाया गया. मोदी तेरी औकात क्या है, मोदी तेरी खबर खुदेगी, कॉकरोच, गौतम दास, नरेंद्र मोदी एक मौत का सौदागर है, चाय वाला है, चौकीदार चोर है, गौतम दास तू कौन है. These are all the words used किया गया and they have created a video and it says that हमें चलते जाना है was the motto of the 4-minute 30-second video animation. I have to keep walking, and in that also there will be barbs against the Congress leaders such as Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi, Manishankar Ayyar and Digvijay Singh. That is going to happen, it seems. And also, Modi is shown walking past a distraught Rahul Gandhi with the Rafale allegation landing at his feet after the Prime Minister launched a helicopter manufacturing unit at Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, and a BBC newsletter reaching out to him in connection with the documentary. The video ends with Modi standing on top of a hill and telling to the people, in spite of all these abuses that has been showered against him, India's target of $5 trillion economy as the son of the country of India has gone ahead and achieved it. इससे आगे मैं कुछ बोल नहीं सकता. Delhi government as old excise policy has been given a 6-month extension. India pips China in creation of unicorns in 2022. Dairy sector set to see robust sales this year. We expect the volume of milk and milk products to increase by 12 to 15% during the summer season, while the prices can increase by 10 to 12%. It means we can see a value growth of 25 to 27%. RSO, the Indian Dairy Association, is saying that. Next, electronics production to reach rupees 8.42 lakh crore this fiscal, Ashwini Vaishnaw ne bola hai. The minister also said that the export of electronic goods have increased from rupees 39,978 crores in financial year 16-17 to 1,09,797 crore in 2021-2022, exhibiting a compounded annual growth rate of 22.39%. In Parliament, Ashwini Vaishnaw has given this information. China to now build an oil refinery in Sri Lanka. Amrita Fadnavis has filed an FIR against designer, alleges threat and 1 crore bribe bid. Supreme Court said threats dissent can't be ground for governor to call a floor test. Governors are doing politics when it comes to calling the floor tests, and they should not be part of it. This is regarding the ouster of Uddhav Court. 55.55. Hemanta Biswa Sarma, Assam's chief minister, is saying that Sharma said that got some of our people picked up to stop allegations of communalization. He's saying that 55% of the people who got arrested for child wedding cases are Muslim and 45% are Hindus. There is no religious divide. Supreme Court Bar Association calls of action against senior lawyers over apology to Chandrachud, Chief Justice of India. Skiba also stated that it called off the proposed meeting since Chandrachud had constituted special bench to hear the case against allotment of Supreme Court land for constructing additional lawyers' chambers. ये जो protest है, this is against senior advocates Neeraj Kishan Kaul and Kapil Sibal for apologizing to Chief Justice of India on behalf of Scuba. 700 Indian students face deportation from China. In spite of the electronic goods and everything, actually the exports have actually dipped. Exports have actually dipped in India and imports have exponentially increased in India. The government plans to curb non-essential imports. While exports have dipped, imports too contracted for the third straight month in February, narrowing the trade deficit to over a one-year low of $17.43 billion. Amid merchandise exports continuing to contract year on year for the third consecutive month in February, the government is looking to take steps to contain imports of non-essentials. 5,000 works of art for the new parliament building highlighting 5,000 years of Indian civilization. Isme Veer Savarkar and also BJP stalwarts from Jansangh area also will be given good importance. House panel flags cut in Manrega budget says schemes last resort for rural poor. BJP is at unease in Karnataka. CT Ravi is saying tickets not decided in Vainivan's kitchen against Yedurappa. This is what he said. Under Muslim outreach, BJP Muslim outreach begins with Sufi dialogue. Sufi Samvad program was launched at BJP headquarters in New Delhi under the aegis of the party's Minority Morcha as a means of reaching out to Muslim community with a year-long set of programs planned by 150 non-political people to end with a big meeting to be addressed by Prime Minister talking about how Sabka Saath Sabka Vikas has worked wonders for the Muslim community according to according to a media coordinator of the program Yasir Jilani. This is a great occasion for the people working in Sufi dargahs across 30 states have gathered at the BJP headquarters. And in this program, we will be dispelling the notions set out by the opposition parties on BJP and Prime Minister Modi. Delhi Waqf Board says Congress center can't take over its properties. Delhi LG is saying Sabarmati like makeover plan for Yamuna riverfront. Delhi government warns schools against denying EWS admissions on frivolous grounds. Delhi CM Arvind Kejriwal reviews water augmentation projects in capital. DCW Delhi Commission for Women saying prevent highly intoxicated travelers from boarding aircraft. Lady SI is alleging sexual harassment by SHO in Uttar Pradesh. BJP to intensify protest against government and launch door-to-door campaign in Delhi. FCRA license of 1,827 NGOs has been cancelled in the last 5 years. Government is saying. UP power employees and engineers up in arms again after government fails to fulfill December 3rd agreement. Karnataka Lokayukta moves SC challenging bail to corruption-based BJP MLA. India, which is used to be the world's largest exporter of shrimps, has lost its crown to a tiny country called Ecuador. Peninsular India is blessed with long coastline, making it possible to develop a rich seafood economy. Ecuador has a coastline of 2,237 kilometers against India's 7,000 kilometers, but the South American country has pipped us in shrimp exports. Without urgent policy and tech support, India is in danger of seeing permanent loss. uh, Next, sorry. I think there is a kind of there are three collective murders in Bengaluru. SP Soumyalata SK is saying there is no serial killer in Bengaluru, says cops. Three murders not linked. Bengaluru Railway Police said that the latest body found in plastic drum at Sri Visvesvaraya terminal is not linked to previous cases. The woman whose dead body was discovered in a drum on March 14 to be believed around 30 years old. The discovery of the body on Tuesday has led to speculations of serial killers as the body was found in a similar circumstances in ours. Two others discovered in the last 4 months, it seems. Karnataka, tensions in Haveri district as Hindu outfits pelt stones at mosque. In the last 3 years, Karnataka BJP government has spent rupees over 260 crores on hosting VIP guests, it seems. VIP guests. Karnataka power supply may be affected as 60,000 employees are planning a fresh strike on the government, it seems. The 10-lane expressway was inaugurated on March 12th, but protesters are now threatening to destroy Bengaluru-Mysuru Expressway toll plaza have been detained on this one. The government has touted this as the biggest contributions to the double engine Protests erupted in Bengaluru as National Highways Authority began toll collections on newly inaugurated Bengaluru-Mysore Expressway. Several protesters joined by the Congress Party and pro-Kannada organizations were detained by the police near the Sheshagirihalli toll plaza in Bengaluru as they threatened to destroy the toll plaza. Uh, the highway was built at a cost of 8,479 crore and is expected to encourage the development of the entire region. Protesters argued that the toll fee could not be collected until the project was completed, claiming that the service roads have not been built along the stretch. They also argued that the toll rate fixed for the expressway was too high. Presently, the toll amount is being collected at Sheshagirihalli toll plaza for the first stretch of the expressway from Bengaluru to Nedaghatta in Mandya district. Cars, jeeps and vans will have to pay 135 rupees for a single journey, while vehicles returning the same day will be charged 205. Toll free for all categories of the vehicles may rise to rupees 250 for after the opening of the second stretch. NHAI has also introduced discounts for frequent travelers. Vehicles making the return trip within 24 hours will receive 25% discount, while all vehicles will get 33% toll discount if they make 50 single journeys in a month. uh, ओके गवर्नमेंट ने लोकसभा में कुछ डेटा डाला है. इस डेटा में ये बताया गया कि 48.8% of the households in rural areas and about 92% in the urban areas use clean fuel such as LPG or other natural gases, gobar gas or other biogas, electricity and solar cooker as the primary source of energy for cooking. Around 78.7% of the households in rural areas and about 97.1% in urban areas reported that the majority of the household members have access to latrines. 29.3% of the percent of the persons in the age group 15 to 24 were not in education, employment or trainings as of the date of the survey. मैंने most of the data मैंने slowly दिया था. ये percentage of the persons of age 18 years and above who have used mobile phone with an active SIM card during the 3 months preceding the date of survey was 83.7% in urban areas and 67.8% in rural areas, it seems. About 29.1% have a current place of residence different from last usual place of residence in the last 1 year. Along with that, Telecom Regulatory Authority of India has saying every quarter TRAI conducts drive tests in different cities to assess the network quality provided by the cellular mobile telephone service providers for voice and data services. For the quarter ending September 2022, the tests were performed in 20 cities. All the TSPs had met the drop call benchmark of 2% in Vadodara city, nearby area, Kota city, nearby area, Guntur, Anantapur, Ahmedabad, Vadodara highway. In Devanagiri in Karnataka, BSNL 2G, 3G, VEIL 4G failed to meet the benchmark. Reliance Jio, Vodafone India Limited and Airtel failed in Guwahati. These are some of the news which I have today. So Hindenburg Adani controversy में group admits that Vinod Ambani is the owner of Ambuja Cements and ACC. Mauritius-based investor in Adani is also co-owner of the group defense firm. Mauritius का एक है Elara India Opportunities Fund, one of the 4 Mauritius-based funds that hold shares predominantly in Adani Group firms, is a promoter entity in defense company that has a 590 crore contract with the union government. इसका एक information ये है कि the Elara IOF, which is an investor in 3 Adani firms with 9,000 crore holding as of December 31st, 2022 in Adani Group he has acquired 43.3% on November 5th, 2018 and Adani Group has acquired 26% on December 13th, 2018. Sorry. Elara Group has acquired 43.3% on November 5th, 2018. Just less than 1 month afterwards, Adani Defense has acquired 26% on December 13, 2018. ये Elara Group has acquired in Vasaka Promoters and Developments टोटल 56.3% इन्होंने एक्वायर किया था मार्च 31st 2022 में। फिर उसके बाद एलारा ग्रुप हैज एक्वायर्ड 0.53% ऑन December 1st 2018. On top of that, Adani Defense has acquired 26%. टोटल सब मिलके अल्फा डिजाइन प्राइवेट टेक लिमिटेड में इन्होंने पूरा कंपनी खरीद लिया था। बेंगलुरु बेस्ड अल्फा डिजाइन टेक्नोलॉजीज प्राइवेट लिमिटेड इनकॉर्पोरेटेड इन 2003 वर्क्स क्लोजली विद इंडियन स्पेस research organization Defense Research Development. It is reportedly acquired by Adani Group in 2019, but the Indian Express report says Elara is a co-owner along with Adani Group. In its January 24th report, among other allegations, US-based short seller Hindenburg Research said that 3 funds, including Elara, engaged in circuitous trading and market manipulation of the Adani Group stocks. Another report by the news outlet in 2021 has said that 97% of the Elara IOF's net worth comes from Adani Group. That even after significant reducing its shares of the last 3 years, its holding in 3 Adani groups add up to rupees 9,000 crores and over 96% of the total corpus in December 2021. As of December 31st, 2022, Elara IVF holds 1.6% in Adani Enterprises, 3.62% in Adani Transmission, and 1.62% in Adani Total. There is so much बकवास है इसमें. I don't. Okay, so एक बीजेपी एक प्रोपेगेंडा चला रही है. They is saying that in Karnataka there is something called Samosa King. समोसा किंग नाम की एक चीज कंपनी है. इसका प्रोमोटर्स निधि एंड शिखर सिंह, फाउंडर्स ऑफ समोसा सेलिंग कंपनी समोसा सिंह, have left their kush jobs and now in Bengaluru they have started Samosa Singh. So इस कंपनी के साथ they are saying that every day 12,000 samosas, 12 lakh rupees they are creating with this company is now with a turnover of 45 crores. ये लोग बना रहे हैं. They are creating 12 lakh rupees per day in its 40 stores across India. Plans are on to expand the business further. एक पूरा प्रोपेगेंडा चला रही है हाउ इंडिया इज नाउ बिकमिंग मोर एंटरप्रेन्योर. एक इंटरेस्टिंग फैक्ट है इसके अंदर, वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग, ये है कि they are saying that every day they are running something like 3,000 samosas 3,000 samosas every day वो बनाते हैं. On top of that they are creating a wholesale list of almost like 12,000 samosas per each outlet वो बना रहे हैं. And with that they are saying that they are getting 12 lakh rupees per day. Interesting fact ये है कि if we really consider the amount of money that they are creating per samosa, it is coming at as 1,200 rupees. So I don't know, should we believe this or we should not believe this, but frankly speaking, Samosa Singh is one of the biggest uh, companies in Bengaluru when it comes to this kind of high tech when it comes to high tech outlets. It's like a gazebo that is happening, it seems. I think this is all the information which I have. UIDAI waives online Aadhaar update fee. It has completely, they removed that. Yeah, this is the news which I have for today. Anybody want